It's the 3rd of March 2024 and today we are going to look at the pros and cons of one of the latest feature updates for the Fire TV Stick and Fire TV Cube. Stick around, all the details coming up shortly. Don't forget to like this video, share it and subscribe to my channel. Doing these three things help us make more great videos for you. So, as I say, Amazon have released this new keyboard feature, this remote feature, but is it all it's cracked up to be? Is it a feature or is it more of a threat? We find out. So first of all, what is this new keyboard feature? Now, in some apps, when you bring up the keyboard, you get this QR code come up. If you scan the QR code with your camera or QR code reader, what it's going to do is it's going to take you to this website, which basically is going to allow you to remotely control your Fire TV Stick or Fire TV Cube. As you will see here, I can type in anything on my phone's keyboard and it will come up on my Fire Stick or Cube. Then that just makes it that much easier. But I hear you say, surely if you've got the Fire TV app on your phone or tablet, you can do exactly the same thing. You can control from your phone or tablet. But yes, you can. But with this other method, it means you don't have to set up an app. What it does is it goes to a particular website. You could, if you wanted to, you could save it as a shortcut on your phone or tablet. So you could just tap the three dots in the top right hand corner and then scroll down to add to home screen. Give it a name if the name that's in there is not already acceptable. Tap add and then automatically add. And then what you end up with is a little icon like mine in the sort of bottom right hand corner of all the main icons there. And when you tap it, it goes straight to the remote control. Now, some of the bonuses with this is if the app, the Fire TV app, isn't compatible with your phone or tablet, this means as long as you've got a web browser on your phone or tablet, you can use this website to remotely control your Fire Stick or Cube. As I'm doing now, I'm just using the up, down, left, right buttons, and as you can see, it's controlling my Fire Stick. This also means for the very first time, you can also control your Fire Stick or Cube directly from your laptop or MacBook or Chromebook, basically any device with a web browser. But what about the downsides to this? So let's just go back to the main menu there and let's just go into find and into search. Well, the standard search at the moment to search for apps or movies or TV shows or absolutely anything on your Fire Stick doesn't have that feature. Although saying that, if you find an app with the keyboard with the QR code, you can go in, scan the QR code, get the address for the keyboard, load it up, and then go into any keyboard, and with it still connected, it should work, as you can see here. I'm actually using my computer to type in BBC iPlayer on the main search, and there you go. And I can still control it, even though that keyboard didn't have the QR code, as you'll be able to see just here. There's no QR code there, so it doesn't look like it can be used. But if you've already got the QR code or you've already scanned it in, you've saved it perhaps as a favorite or a bookmark in your browser or added it to your home screen on your phone or your tablet, then that's fine. You can always use it. And there does seem to be a lot of apps, like for instance, the global search, the YouTube app on there just doesn't have that particular QR code, so you can't launch it from there. You have to go to another app with, like I say, the QR code on the right hand side of the keyboard to be able to sort of fire it off as such, unless you've saved it already as a favorite or a bookmark somewhere or an icon. Now, interestingly enough, not even the Freevee app has the QR code. It's got its own built-in keyboard. It doesn't actually use Amazon's standard API keyboard, and nor does Prime Video, I believe, either. But probably the best way to get that keyboard up is to go into Internet or Silk browser or Amazon Silk, depending on how it's named on yours, and then try and search for something. Or you could go into Downloader, and there you go. That brings up your keyboard with the QR code to the right to get that. Now, what is the biggest problem with this? Well, as I say, once you've got this QR code, it generates a web address based on that QR code, and that web address is permanent. So it means if anybody ever manages to scan that QR code, they could permanently have control over your Fire Stick or Cube. And it doesn't matter if they're connected to your Wi-Fi or not. It can be used completely remotely. It can be used from any Wi-Fi network. It can be used from a 3G, 4G or 5G network. It doesn't have to be in the same home as your Fire Stick or Cube. They can use it from across the world. They can blindly be using it. Or worse still, if you get a scammer or a hacker call you up, or you see something on the internet, or you get an email, or you're chatting with somebody you don't know, they could possibly get you to go in to search for something like TeamViewer or AnyDesk. And I'm going to just show you this here, that you can search for TeamViewer or AnyDesk. And if I'm searching for TeamViewer or AnyDesk, you will see that when I select it, you've got two apps here. You've got the AnyDesk app, so you can download and install that. And then you've also got this second AnyDesk plugin app where you can download and install that. And once you've installed both of those, then it basically means that when you go into that particular app, and I'm just going to get rid of the privacy statement, I'm just going to agree to that, the plugin application, and let's just go back into it. And what it will do is it will actually generate a code on screen, which you can give to somebody, and that person will be able to see your screen. And then what they can do is they can tell you to open up the keyboard. They can grab that QR code, and then not only can they see your screen, but they can control it too. Now, this is good if you want friends or family to be able to help you out with things. But if a complete stranger asks you to install this app, then never install it. And even if you do get to the stage where you've installed the app, never ever give out this code, because as I say, they could permanently have access to your Fire TV Stick or Cube and be able to do all sorts of things with it. At the current time, there doesn't seem to be any known way of changing the address that's registered to this QR code, or changing the QR code so that it generates a different address. There's just no way of forcing it to do that. Even a reboot will not force it to do that. Now, I'm not sure if a factory reset will change this QR code to give it a different address. But for all intents and purposes, once somebody has this QR code, then they've essentially could have access to remotely controlling your Fire Stick for life. And this could just be a prankster of a friend who just likes winding you up. You could be in the middle of watching something, and suddenly he gets the remote control with where he's already scanned this code. He's at home and he starts controlling your Fire Stick and interrupting whatever you're doing. Or as I say, worse still, if somebody you don't know manages to install remote control software on your Fire Stick or Cube and manages to get hold of this code, then they can start causing absolute havoc for you. They can start uninstalling apps, installing other apps. They can really do virtually anything you can do whilst they're completely away from your home, your Fire TV Stick and Cube. Now, as I understand it, this isn't available on all Fire Sticks and Cubes. It's certainly on my 4K Max first generation running Fire OS 7 with all the latest updates. But let us know in the comments down below if you've got it and what version of Fire OS you have. And if you haven't got it, equally let us know in the comments down below what version of Fire OS you have too. And let us know what you think about this. Does this make your life a lot easier? Is it not going to really make a difference to you because you've already got the Fire TV app installed on your phone or tablet? Does it help being able to now control this on your PC or Mac via the web browser? Does it help you, the fact that you don't have to connect to the same Wi-Fi network to remotely control your stick or your cube? Does this frighten you that somebody else could quite easily gain access to your Fire Stick's remote control and do things? Would you like Amazon to build in some sort of functionality to be able to disable this? Would this make sense? Whatever your feelings on this, please let us know in the comments down below. Well, I hope you found this video interesting, and if you did, consider hitting that thanks button and making a donation to this channel. Or if you're in the market for a VPN, a Fire TV stick, Fire TV cube or Fire Stick accessories, or just want to have a look through my Amazon shop, then have a look at the links down below. Buying, subscribing and donating really does help support this channel. It helps me to be able to dedicate more time to spend researching and bringing you these great videos. And whilst you're at my YouTube channel, why not stick around? I've got thousands of other videos for you right here, right now, covering all sorts of subjects. Hopefully whilst you're here, you're going to find something to educate you, entertain you, amuse you, and maybe even save you some time and money. And whilst you're looking through my videos, if you see something that you think your friends, your family or your work colleagues might be interested in, then please share these videos on your social media timelines. And also, don't forget, you can find me on Twitter at CWTEK, or have a look at my website, that's cwtek.co.uk. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.